So we are welcome again to tabbytalks.com. Today we are going to look at how we can format the values in Microsoft Excel. So we have sample values that we're going to deal with. So when we are talking about formatting, we shall focus on the Home tab, one of the tabs in the ribbon. Yeah, so when you open the Home tab, you get around 3 groups. We're going to look at the clipboard, the font, and then the alignment. So as you see here in one of the group, which is the clipboard, we have around tools like cut, copy, format, painter, and paste. So we're going to see how we can use these 4 tools to perform different formatting in Microsoft Excel. So here, first of all, I have these values like I have values for mathematics. So I'm going to cut these values from here, and then I'll go ahead and paste it somewhere here. So I'm going to highlight them. That is highlighting from the base value, that's including the header. So I'll go ahead and click on cut, and then you see this will be highlighted. Then I go and select one of the cells that I want to paste this. I'm going to select this cell, or this the first initial cell. Then from there, the paste button will be active. Then I click on that, and then the values will be pasted here. I'm going to do it again by cutting them from here. I put them back where they have been before. So here what I'm going to do, I first select the first cell content, that's the initial. Then I highlight up to the last value. Then from there, I select the cut. And before I select that, you can see the paste option is inactive. But after that, it becomes active. So I click on cut, then you can now see paste is becomes active. Then I will select the initial cell where I want to paste the values in that column. Then from there, after selecting that, I go ahead and click on paste, and then the values will be pasted in that. So what about copying? The difference between cut and copy is that when you cut a value, it does not remain in the original, or it takes each and everything. But copying takes just a copy of the value and leaves the original. So in this case, when I copy this and I copy this, then I come and I paste it here, then it means I will have the same value which is similar to this, but then the original remains. So I can still copy and can still paste it here again. I can paste it here again. So you can copy one value or one item into several copies and still remain the original, remain with the original. So the other thing is about the format painter. In this format painter, I'm going to still use this. And in this case, I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to format it with a theme color, say green. After that, then I will go ahead and select format painter. So what does the format painter do is that this one, it picks the property of the item we have selected. After picking this property, now one of the properties that the items or these values or these selected values, they're in green. So it will pick that property, then you come and paint it on any of these values that where you want. So I want to choose this column H. So I will come and do that. I highlight that until I reach there. So now you can see I have picked the property of this, and then I have go ahead and paint it on these values. So what if I have this and it is in color red? This is biology, it's in red. And then I want to pick this property, and then I have to format it. Format painter, used format painter to apply it here. So I will first select that value. Then I go to format painter, click on format painter, go and select the value I want, say mathematics here, and then I click there. So you can now see I've picked the property of this and then I've applied it here. The other option is that you can still expand this. You can still expand the clipboard and get more more values and more options that you can use. But for now, that's not what we want. For now, we're going to the other group of this home tab, which is the font. And to start with, we shall look at the font family and the font name and the font size. So in the font name, we have Calibri as the default. So right now, I can select all these headers, then Calibri, and then I can change them to Arial or Arial Black. So when I change them to Arial Black, you can see this is how they look like. And then I have the other thing that I want to do is that I can change the size of these values. For example, if I select this and I change the size, I can change the size to 16 or to 14. You can see now the size have increased when you compare to this one have increased the size. And then I change to bold. Bold is making something strong, make it bold. And then italic, I have to bend slightly, and then you have to underline. This underlines the what. You can choose the different types of underline. We have a single underline and double underline, so you can choose which type of underline you want. And then after that, you've seen the font name, the font size, we've seen bold, italic, and the underline. Then the other thing is about the border, the bottom border. So here, you can go and select the bottom and then you choose the border. Or you can select the all values like this. And then from there, you come and select border. When you talk about border, we have the bottom, top, left, and right borders. So all the angles, all the direction have borders. So in this case, I'm going to choose all the border, and then you can now see that all these values have been selected and the border have been applied both on top, bottom, right, and left. Yeah, then the other thing is about the format or fill color. Fill color, here you get, you select the values you want, and then you fill the color of your choice. So in this case, I'm going to select this, then I go to fill color, and then I'm going to fill it with color yellow. That's how the thing looks like. This color, font color goes direct to the value within a cell. For example, I select the grade and then I want to change the color of that, so I can choose grade and give it that color. And then this one is this is what we call the increasing the font size and then decreasing the font size. So if I have this mathematics and I want to increase the size, I can select that. If I want to reduce, I can use that to decrease the size. The other part we're going to look at is what we call text alignment. Alignment, we have different types of alignment. We have the left alignment, we have right, center, and then justified in Microsoft Word. So here in the Excel, we have right alignment, we have the left alignment, we have the center, and then we have the top, we have the middle, and then we have what? We have the bottom alignment. So if I select this value C5 and then I say center, center alignment takes the value to the center of the cell. Then right takes the value to the right of the cell, whereas left takes it back to the left of the cell. On top, it takes the value to the top of the cell. This is the middle of the cell, and then this is bottom of the cell. So this is all about the text alignment. Then apart from that, we have what we call the orientation. Orientation meaning how the direction unto which you want your text values or any value within a cell to look like. For example, I have mathematics. When I select this value and I want to change it to this angle of clockwise, then you can see how that one happens. Then I have biology. I want to change it to vertical. You can see how biology appears. I have grade. I want to change the direction to what? To rotate text up. So you can now see different text orientation which have been applied. Then we have something very important. It's called the indent. Indent, this one moves your content closer to the cell border. Of course, each and these cells, they have the border or the boundary where you start writing and where you stop. And those are what we call the cell borders. So normally when you use the indent, we have what we call increase and decrease indent. Increase indent, it moves towards, takes the word towards the right of the border, whereas decreased takes the word backward toward the left of the border. So when I select a cell C5 and then I select increase indent, this one, it takes the what? The value towards the border of what? Of the cell. Whereas decreased, it brings the value backward. So generally, this is how you can use different values. I mean, you can use different tools here to make different kind of formatting in Microsoft Excel. When you come to font and you want to expand the formatting tools, of course, we have other tools that you can get in this dialog window that pops up, and they go you can go get numbers, alignment, font border, can do filling of, and then protection of what? Of these cells and other formatting tools. So otherwise, guys, for now, let's stop here so that you can go and practice what we have learned. In the next video, when we come, we shall look at the more formatting tools, and here we're going to look at the numbers, how we can use numbers in Microsoft Excel and under the Home tab. Then we shall also look at the different styles, that is conditional formatting, for table formatting, and then different ways we can handle cells and Microsoft Excel. Then we shall also look at how we can insert cells and delete cells, and how we can format content within a given cell. And then after, we shall also look at the different editing procedures, that is auto sum, filling, and clear. Then we shall finally finish with what we call sorting. This one, sorting in ascending and descending order. And then we shall also look at how we can find certain values within Microsoft worksheet. So for now, let's stop here, go and try what we've done, and then we meet in the next video. And remember, guys, subscribe to our channel, tebitalks.com. That's the website. On YouTube, just go and type Tebi Talks, and then you'll see our YouTube channel. Subscribe so that you can get all the videos as they appear. So thank you. Let's catch up in the next video.